Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and in today's episode we'll be going over some of the best highlights from today's LCS 2024 Spring Split matchup. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
Here slightly. Biggest difference you can see across the board in terms of farm right now is the top lane, but both junglers hanging around in mid. Nice seismic shove coming out, and Quid is dead.
How willing he is to go for the 1v1, like even sacrificing his lane at times to be able to as
Quid?
I
think
he's
dead. Oh! Yep. Jojo Pew
Drake, so they'll have Prio on Drake stacking as well. C9 are absolutely...
And it goes from bad to worse for Quid.
Yeah, and in terms of objectives, it looks like we might see a little scrap around Grub.
Hold on, Blabber is about to die to the spiraling despair, and it's Quid picking it up. Now Jojo's under pressure, and River and Sniper are both looking to take him down. Severing bolt over the wall.
With Senna, and then do that kind of lane swap with her. That's one of her flexibilities, as we're fighting in bot lane now, too.
Killing that Grub is big. If they can go for the flashless Jojo, it's huge.
Oh, Jojo, man. One more hit from that 3-talent strike would knock him up, but River doesn't have enough to guarantee the CC. Now Sniper's gonna get ganked by Blabber. Topside's not looking good for the 100 Thieves, as Sniper can't fight his way out of this one, and Fudge.
That last one is that I think where C9 have had problems with, say, like a Lucian lane, right? It's kind of transferring that pressure and making the most of it in the mid game around the map.
Nice, Quid going in, and Ayla's ready to follow up right behind him for the lockdown. Spiraling Despair gets it done. 100 is still over 1,500 gold, favoring C9, and it's because when you look at these side lanes, 100 farm versus...
But within that same split, he actually won the LCS title. So he would know that you need to respect younger top laners, and he's really putting it to Sniper early game here.
Blabber trying to, again, maintain control over neutral territory here, stepping up with Jojo. There's Fudge! That's the global you guys are talking about. C9 with the 3-man play to pick off River.
Yeah, I love as soon as Jack called out, okay, you know, Fudge here was his first year into the LCS. What is he going to do with this lead? That first TF ult coming in.
And Sniper.
Yeah, Sniper making his teleport entrance to the fight as Ayla and Meech deal with Vulcan, and Sniper forces Berserker to flash away to make his exit. Ayla dies to the Dawning Shadow. C9 are not just going to take this one lightly. Vulcan's still with that thick skin ready to go. He might just be able to escape. He survives the Comet. An absolute failure from 100 Thieves in the bottom lane. Thieves, C9 are not going to contest.
Interesting choice there. Jojo did have teleport, but he'd rather take the solo turret gold for himself. And
is it just start praying and hope that Smolder hits 225 really fast?
Yes. I mean, Smolder is always a win.
Still hanging around to at least make River and the 100 Thieves sweat as they try to approach this Drake. It's still down to about half HP, but C9 has moved in. C9's got control over the Drake pit now as River jumps in, and the Dragon is secured by 100 Thieves. Mom comes in over the top, but River's been kicked back into C9. Blabber dies to do it, and River stays alive to the Dawning Shadow. Sniper with a flash back over the wall makes his exit, but now what about the rest of the Thieves? Dredgeline won't hit Fudge, but he can't get in range for a gold card.
Trading gold there, though. Like, 100 Thieves is going to clear the wave as best they can. And if Quid is able to get that bot lane turret, this is a fairly neutral trade for 100 Thieves. I think it's still... okay, fairly neutral. Slightly favored for Cloud9 because it's a second-tier turret and it's better Baron control. But, like, gold-wise, it really doesn't move the gap by that much.
Yeah, we've been sitting at this 4,500 gold mark for what feels like, you know, 5-6 minutes now. C9 trying to snowball the lead even further. Seismic shove does not connect on River, but it's all about the minion wave. Just get it shoved up, be ready to answer into that tier 1 turret. But here comes 100 Thieves. Ayla ain't gonna find the dredge line, but River's here in the front with a crescent sweep as soon as the fight starts. That's a huge kill on Quid. Cloud9 is thinking about it. Still not enough stacks on Smolder for the execute. Ayla goes in, finds the dredge line this time. Fudge having to flash away, and now Sniper's about to get bursted down. Vulcan versus River, but River is very low. Berserker has got the kill on Sniper, and the Baron's not going to be low enough to steal as River tries to get himself away, but it's a double kill back over to the center, and Berserker is popping off. 100 Thieves was slain. Jojo types second place team so good, but he's clearly typing with such speed and passion that half of the words are misspelled. So he's really getting into the emotions of the mid game here as Cloud9 now commands an absolutely remarkable lead. 7,500 gold. They're on sole point now, and they're forcing down the tier 2 in bottom lane.
And I'm actually expecting 100 Thieves to not take this lightly. lately, I think they know with the Soul Point that they're in relatively dire situations. If they can find a flank engage or see any window, I think they're going to go for it. Like, this whole year, 100 Thieves has not let themselves get starved out. In fact, one of their wins against Cloud9, they were also down about 8,000 gold. That was a game where Berserker Zeri had a pentakill, and there was a crazy fight when they had Baron and they took them out. So 100 Thieves, like, you always have to be ready for them to strike, even if this game feels one for Cloud9.
And we...
To not come out on top in a fight.
If C9 group up too much, they can get Quaid, but otherwise they're in good spot.
River, here on the start, immediately had to pop the ulti. He was almost burst down. The fear on JoJo forces him back now as well. 100 still looking to chase after him. Meech.
So he's not in a bad spot in relation to, as we see, Sniper is going to get caught out topside.
I want to talk about bad spots.
Yeah, it's this guy.
That's a bad spot.
Unlucky.
Yeah. It's a bad game for you, because if they can win a mid lane ARAM with this comp, as well as completely dominate side lanes, there's not many ways it would be like 15. But if it's a playoff game, it's 95% C9 win.
Spiraling Despair on Fudge. Quid still getting jumped on, though. He's trying to get away. He escapes and just barely survives thanks to Ayla and the shield. Mom comes in over the top, but Sniper's already in the dirt. River tries to flash over the wall. Crescent Guard to knock a target back away. Fudge is still going to just kite him out, and Vulcan gets the kill.
And even when 100 Thieves try to respond, like Sniper in particular, he's supposed to be kind of this front line for this team, and he is dying before he can even...
But now Cloud9 finally gets to take a few shots.
JoJo gets hit by the snot bubble, but not a whole lot more. Gonna follow that one up. Dredgeline wanted to go in, but not quite gonna find the hit. That means the tier 3 turret falls here in the top lane. Inhibitor is your next target. C9 not stopping anytime soon. Berserker using the heals to make sure that JoJo doesn't get too low. They want to keep this going. Backing up now because
no one's denying this.
All right, Weaver's Wall's coming in. JoJo and the rest of C9 ready to block 100 Thieves away from the tier 3 turret in bottom lane. They got 10 seconds left on Baron, but that's plenty of time. Inhibitor now under pressure here as C9 will just continue whittling it away. Berserker's got the range to keep poking on the thing. Dredgeline hits a minion. Ayla hits the ground. C9's got a 5v4. The Inhibitor's still in their sights. Fudge looking maybe for an angle here with the ulti. Mom comes in. Blabber's burning, but he ain't low enough just yet. Meech trying to stay away from the unraveled earth as River wants an entry point, using the ulti to knock Blabber back into the rest of the team, but now Meech is dead. Fudge has him locked up, beaten down. C9 should just walk it in for the win. 4 players still alive in the enemy base as Quid tries to survive, but he'll die on the steps of his own base. Sniper is stuck back in the fountain. C9 are running the show. Game number 1. They made this look one-sided. They'll take down 100 Thieves.
Yeah, statement game 1 victory from C9, especially against...
Insane. Milky Way is actually changing, you know, drafts across the world. Everybody's starting to play Kindred. They want more carry junglers, and they do have a Lulu on the team. It can help.
So C9 knows they've got control over the mid lane. They've got control over the top lane. No reason for Blabber not to be here, just picking up some free grubs.
Dude, how happy is Blabber? Like, his mid laner absorbs the first gank, which allows Blabber to pick up first blood in bot lane. His mid laner then absorbs another gank.
Hold on, River with the flash over the wall, just going right after JoJo. The mounting dread with the followed up dance for free. He's gonna get the Drake for free. C9 is very happy with the first 8 minutes of this game number 2.
Yeah, I am wondering...
Are all showing up here in this top side. River ready to try to contest the grubs. River grabs the first one, so no 6 grub count.
Really successful contest for 100 Thieves, considering they were a little bit behind in that top lane matchup. I'd say that charm chunk they got onto JoJo prevented an all-out fight from occurring. They are first to bottom, and there's the teleport.
TP coming in as JoJo goes for the pop blossom and the dive on Meech. Ayla wants to keep him alive, but he can't do it in time. Now Quid's gonna try to clean these guys up. Nice flash away from Berserker. Keeps him alive long enough. Quid's still in hot pursuit, and the Foxfire cooks him. Now JoJo's got to try to kite it out, but he doesn't have a lot of mana to work with. JoJo with 500 HP, but Quid's got all the mana. Another nice use of the charm, but Ayla picks up the kill. Now Blabber's coming in looking to finish these guys off. He goes after Ayla first because he knows that Quid is stuck on the wrong side of the rift. He tries to spirit rush his way back to safety, but he's fish food, baby. Quid drops. Vulcan gets the money. But Meech is so low now, there's no way that 100 Thieves can try to contest this second Drake. Blabber's going to pick that one up too. It's now a 2-0 to immediately get out of there as River jumps in with the dance of arrows, but there's Berserker's calling. Ayla loses about 1/3 HP. River has to flash over the wall. Oh no! That was not what they wanted to do! Ayla just got fast food delivered. We led into the fight, and now JoJo's already found the pop blossom. I think just ended, and it sounded like a blast cone. C9 trying to grab another one here as Sniper barely escapes back underneath the tier 1 turret. C9 gets 3 kills. C9 gets the Herald. C9 is not letting Aatrox back. They're going to save him for dessert. Sniper wants to clear this wave.
Good luck.
Objective bounties are available soon, but the only bounty they want, Sniper, baby. Fudge goes on a rampage.
Let's go. Up, and we're fighting again.
Oh, we're fighting, but Vulcan is dying.
You are face palming, you are angry, you are tilted. He still does seem relaxed, which makes me think he's going to be willing to trigger pull later in this game. And I actually think the mindset they need to stay in it. The problem is, Fudge has 5 kills now.
I was about to say, I think the problem might be the dead Aatrox on our screen, as River also drops on the other side of the map. Fudge takes the tier 1 turret. 5,000 gold lead now for C9. They're just going to keep on pushing down the mid lane, take out that tier 1 there. That's going to balloon this up to about 6K. Yeah.
And this is what
So they should be able to have side lane pressure. River has not been able to do anything for 2 straight games. JoJo is going to end up getting this turret on bot side.
The Jax.
Yeah, I mean, C9's map control in these.
Oh, Quid! Pop Blossom into the blooming blows. C9, they get the kill, and JoJo lives with the stasis. Ayla pops him there at the end to make it a 1-for-1. But C9 nearly getting a kill on River here, too. Now he's just face-checking into the Lucian. River, he'll stay alive through Lamb's respite. They throw him up in the air with a tidal wave. River gets himself back far enough to survive. Meat still trying to fight back against these guys. Moonlight Vigil doesn't hit a damn thing. Blabber's spinning, C9's winning, and there ain't nobody on 100 Thieves gonna stop him. Holy cow, 4 dead bodies in 100 Thieves colors.
And that entire sequence was C9 ego.
Yep.
They didn't need to do that to win this game, but they wanted to do that to win this game. JoJo flashed in between turrets.
To win because we're A-ramming against Shopify Rebellion for like a half hour. It's stuff like this, right?
Yes.
It's them.
In most regular season games from Cloud9, it was kind of a JoJo check as Berserker is signaturing on River.
He nearly kills 2 of them. River is dead. Meech barely survives. Sniper stuck in a bad fight now as Blabber and JoJo are working together to burst him down. He's trying to fly away. Barely escapes the root. But Berserker, he's not done. He wants to go in. Where's that signature shot? All right, not quite enough. Not quite enough firepower, but hey, if the small arms fire won't do it.
17 scrims in a row, and oh, we show up on stage. But this is actually the manifestation of the things that happen to 100 Thieves if things do not go well. And it's very interesting right now, the mental that 100 Thieves is going to be in going into Game 3 because it's just been annihilated, as LS also makes this
LS
joke.
agrees with you.
Great minds think alike.
Fabled 100 Thieves
Have a double-digit goal lead at 22 minutes, you feel invincible.
Yeah.
And I think you might as well be, but bites the dust. C9 pushing down mid lane. They've got the Baron. Tier 3 turret, it's just going to evaporate, man. There is no way. The Thieves will try to rally, maybe make one last defense here. C9 will take down the first inhib over in mid as they're waiting on Fudge. JoJo goes in for the engage with Pop Blossom. River barely gets the Lamb's respite off in time to keep himself alive, but now the wave coming in over the top guarantees he drops anyway. Blabber is unstoppable, and C9 keeps the march going. They know they still got another 30 seconds before Blabber is back. Meech is back on the map, but he's a cannon minion with his hair swept in front of his eye. At this point, Aphelios does not do anything in this game state.
Want a chance in this series? I don't think they can let Fudge have this counter pick because it's 2 games in a row. I think he's been the most impactful as he just freely leaps into the base, and Cloud9 still has Baron somehow. 4,000 gold power play going for more.
Yeah, the Ahri's completely out of ulti opportunity now. I don't think 100 Thieves is long for this world. Inhibitor topside taken down. Double super minions in every lane now. Spawning for C9 as Berserker dashes in once again, just trying to flex those muscles. Pop Blossom ain't gonna find Quid. He flashes out to stay alive, but Blabber's still looking to keep these guys on the run, but they're looking to burst him down. Steric's Gauge keeps the monkey going, but the shutdown back to Meech. C9 finally get a little too hyphy and end up losing 1-for-0.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that kill.
Hold on. Never mind. 1-for-1. Fudge hits him with the stick. And now Sniper's got to try to get himself away from it. C9 is not willing to just let this one go. They're not going to find any lockdown there from JoJo's Nico. Now Sniper still at about half HP. He's got to be careful here. Keep your eyes on Fudge. Quid goes in for the charm. They lock down the Jax, and the shutdown goes over to Quid. 100 Thieves now looking for a little bit more, but all they're going to find is a bullet. Quid barely holds on thanks to Lamb's respite yet again.
They're still trying. They still got 2,000 gold to bounty in that last exchange.
Yeah, to say if there's a moment, that would be the one we play to.
It would be.
I think
It is almost impossible to kill him. We saw they finally did take him down in that last one, but now Sniper here on the front line yet again. Berserker with a calling. Doesn't quite have enough damage to finish him off, but River's going to be your next target now. The Kindred's been the only thing keeping these guys alive. There's your tidal wave to guarantee it as Ayla flashes back into the fountain. JoJo with a 3-man ulti to guarantee the Thieves can't do it. C9 might have lost their mid laner, but they took out 2. They'll finish off the Nexus, and they'll move to match point.
Maybe he goes with something like Aatrox, and it's a rumble.
Nope, a rumble pick
for Sniper.
instead. I like the fact that they got some extra power here for this mid-game.
For Blastcone's right in the river. But basically now, because that last game was so lopsided in the favor of Cloud9, you can get a little sloppy in this third game. They know they have some lost forgiveness here where they could drop 2 games and still win the series. But Blabber is on to River.
Yeah, the problem is, Rel does not win these 1v1s. River trying to get away back to the safety of his team. Blabber marks him with the wind, becomes lightning. It's first blood over to JoJo, but it gets traded 1 for 1. An old game where you have to like sneak around and follow the NPC character, but Blabber is currently got enough backup from his team to go after the enemy support. There's your lockdown. Uh-oh, 100 Thieves. You're about to lose your support, and Berserker's about to get the money for it. Berserker grabs the kill there.
Really shown up this series. He was very poor compared to his standards in the regular season and has been very good in this specific series. 1,000 damage per minute in the first 2 games. Almost 1,000 gold up at 14 minutes in this series early on, and again, a big lead in the third game.
First 2 grubs went over to River and 100 Thieves. Nicely done from JoJo.
And I am looking forward to seeing more of that from JoJo in the series.
Uh-oh, Sniper drops the equalizer going in after Fudge, but he doesn't realize Blabber's already waiting on him. Sniper! Oh man, he even pops the flash.
Pretty
bad.
Oh, Blabber is back up topside.
Oh boy, Sniper. Yeah, no summoner spells to get away from this one. It is pretty easy to hit that third 3-talent strike. Fudge picks it up with the Call the Meek, and teleport is about to be up. It will be available here in, what's the timer? 15 seconds. The Drake also spawning in about the same timer, so JoJo will be able to take a back and reset. Blabber's coming in. Quid saw the angle, but Blabber saw it.
And Sniper seems like it's almost impossible for him to get a kill. So now JoJo teleports back in with items, and they go for more.
Ayla is the one getting jumped on first, but the Alistar is pretty tanky. Not tanky enough. Vulcan's got the kill here at the start. Blabber keeping alive with the ulti, but he's about to drop. Shutdown goes over to Quid, but River's on the run. Berserker's still shooting, and Fudge has made his way in from the back. The Dominus is ready to rock and roll, and Berserker takes down River. It's another fight going the way of C9. It's another follow-up kill in the back end. This US 100 Thieves to try to come back from this much of an avalanche early yet again. It feels like you're relying on a C9 mistake. They will grab that Drake, so at least C9.
I gotta ask, though, where has this Berserker been? Where has this Fudge been?
He was scaling up. Fudge is in some trouble. Sniper going after him, but JoJo's right there. That is so hard.
Not only through like actual shot calling, but through plays on champions like Ari, where you can just affect solo lanes as we go in on bot side.
3-man dive on Berserker. That time they've got enough to get it done.
That has kind of been a hallmark of this team, right? Like we talked about how the last time they faced C9 in team fight where they were able to lock down JoJo's Akali with the Vi. So I do appreciate, again, this is a very, they will try to look for windows where they can make quick picks or get team fight wins.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Fudge wants this one, and Sniper does not. He'll try to walk away from it, but no. Dude, he's just gonna die to the Renekton Sunfire Cape ulti.
2017. That's for the future, but that was straight.
All right. Maybe we'll figure it out. JoJo lands a charm on Quid, takes half his HP as JoJo and Blabber try to get away, but the Wombo combo comes down on Blabber. He uses the ulti to stay alive. Nicely done. Blabber's still getting away. The power of Zinja's defensive ulti, and now 100 Thieves trying to get Ayla and River out of the fight, but it ain't gonna work. Fudge goes on a rampage, and Ayla goes down, making a 3 for nothing.
It's completely in the favor of Cloud9.
Yeah, and it looks kind of good, right? Because you're like, oh,
100 Thieves weren't setting up any kind of a flank in that bottom side river. Fudge already has the tier 2 turret down.
like Fudge is just taking towers bot side. He's now TPing top, gonna push out that top side wave.
It was so lackluster during the regular season, but this is with this. I'm going to say with this series win, if they close out this game, it's more of a statement than just a win. Right? These have been 3 incredibly dominant games for that championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Nick Jersey.
Oh, Meech. Oh, nicely done there with the charm. And he flashes back in to finish him off with the Foxfire. Seconds. C9, I'd say they're knocking on the door, but they'll just kick the damn thing in. 100 Thieves can't say anything about it. This first inhibitor likely to fall with no contest. The minion waves aren't in a spot just yet to translate that pressure to the sides, but Fudge is quickly working to remedy that. He'll knock down the remaining tier 2 turret up there in the top lane. It is a 7
more Cloud9 favored. I'm also curious to check the stats afterwards how many solo kills Cloud9 have.
Well,
this one won't count as a solo kill, but it sure feels like one.
That one's not quite a solo kill, but just the extra little bit of lockdown from Vulcan makes it easy for JoJo to get that extra kill. Now, Sniper dead for 30 seconds. 100 Thieves still trying to defend. JoJo might be ready to recall here, but Ayla goes in for the flash. Pulverize. 100 Thieves looking to make their move. Finally, they need the burst. They got Berserker. Vulcan still staying alive somehow, but Fudge is in the back, and Meech is already dead. 100 Thieves, that was their last best shot, and they didn't shoot straight enough. Blabber still looking to chase down Quinn with the wind becomes lightning as River runs from JoJo. I like the fact that they went for it, but they just were too far behind. C9 comes out into the playoffs and makes a statement. The statement being they're ready to play. 100 Thieves doing everything they can, trying to hold on at the very end, but C9 makes quick work of them. They don't even need to pad the stats. They'll take down the Thieves 3-0.
And this is the
These were some of the best highlights from today's LCS 2024 Spring Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.